Do you want to improve at a quicker pace? Check out the GitGud Course. Instead of just understanding concepts, you'll learn how to implement them directly into your driving. What makes it effective is the approach and practical drills. Together, we're gonna focus on breaking down those complex concepts into small digestible bits that are simple to understand. Everything from the course was tested and refined during the years in coaching sessions, so what I ended up with was the ones that I saw were the most effective. Let's elevate your racing skills together. Now for the track guide. Guys, before starting, I just released some new courses on my website, so go ahead and check them out if you're interested. Now going into the track guide itself, for turn 1, my reference for braking is the number 1 sign right here. We want to be with our tire brushing the grass, so you're using all the track, braking really hard. I'm braking close to 100, actually hitting 100% on the brakes. That's because I lowered the brake bias. So I'm using the fixed setup around here, and the brake bias I used was 54%. The default is 57. So because I lowered the brake bias, I was able to brake a bit harder into turn 1, and the main takeaway in third gear, it will be hugging the curb on the inside. Look what I'm doing. I'm pushing my tire all the way to the grass because the grip levels on this corner are quite interesting. You have a lot of grip here on the rubbered line on the inside, but if you drift more towards the center left of the track, you will find yourself struggling. You will feel like the rear tires will slide because you have a lot of steering wheel angle plus the acceleration plus the loss of mechanical grip, and you will lose time. Instead, you just want to keep it tight. Your reference for this corner, even though right now it's simple because you just managed to go past turn 1, but your references for the next line should be this white line here on the right side. If you're following it, you will be quite good because look what I'm doing. I'm trying to bring the car all the way to the white line as quickly as I can. And now for the next corner, I'm getting quite close to this green part of the grass and the curb, the gray part, but I'm not hitting it. If you will hit it, you will gain a bit of entry because you will shorten a bit the distance, but it's not worth it overall because it will make the next corner a bit harder. Instead, I'm positioning the car around this part of the track, and in terms of the braking reference for the next corner, I'm looking at the curb in front of me, and before arriving at the curb, I'm just trying to judge the distance. Like right now, I'm applying the brakes in 4th gear. I'm trying to be early on the throttle, like before hitting this curb on the left side, you should be pushing the throttle and cutting it a lot, like I'm doing here. Even more, you can get away with cutting even more. Notice that I lost 1/10 in this corner, so it wasn't the perfect example, just because I was a bit late on throttle and I didn't cut enough around here. But your goal will be to arrive into this position, so if you're not using all the track like this, it means that you're just leaving lap time on the table. And for the next corner, the reference for braking will be mostly done on feel. If you want to use something here, there's this green cabin right here that you can use, but I would challenge you to just judge the distance and do it mostly on feel. You can almost time the moment that you go off the curb, wait 1 second and then apply the brakes, because if you're looking more on the apex, you'll have a better line rather than looking on the right side and then on the left side. So in third gear, once again, we want to cut a lot, and the moment that we hit the curb, we're gonna push the throttle, but cut a lot here. It's okay if the car gets to the center right. What we're gonna do now is quick hands to quickly change directions and use the throttle corrections to make the car stay on track. So right now I'm looking at this apex right here. I'm getting through it, I'm just doing a lift and then picking back up the throttle, making sure I'm staying and not going here on the grass, and now right now it's just flat like this. So it was a correction on the throttle right there just to make sure I manage the available space. Now this part right here, it's all flat out and we're heading towards the flat, almost flat left-hander. So here with the fixed setup, what I'm doing, I'm turning into the corner first with 100% throttle. Then when I'm getting closer and I feel like there's a bit of understeer going in, like the car doesn't turn, then I drop the throttle. So this is like a big insight for you. don't do the throttle lift mechanically. If you feel there's more grip available, keep the throttle pinned up until you start feeling that you turn and the car doesn't turn, and then you do the lift. So you see the lift is just a reason to get more grip. It's not by doing it like mechanically. Then putting the throttle back again, using all the track. And for this corner right here, this is a scary corner. The reference will be in between number 2 and number 1 for braking. Closer to number 1 will be ideal. And we want to hit this curve right here on the left side, use everything. You see right now I'm using everything. There's nothing more I can use to open up. And then I'm looking at this curve, I'm pushing the throttle, I can't fully commit, so I just modulate it a bit to keep the minimum speed up, and then I'm going fully on the throttle. And right now we have just a big straight once again, so make sure you're not doing too many corrections because you will lose on this straight. And now for this corner right here, I want to firstly point the car in this direction. At this arrow I'm starting to turn, and when I don't see that arrow anymore and the car gets closer to this grayish curb on the left side, I'm applying the brakes, brake in a straight line, the steering wheel straight like this. Make sure you're quite close to the white line here on the left side before turning. And then in second gear, make sure you're hitting this yellow and green curb. You will try to lean on it and then putting the throttle quickly. It's okay if you arrive here on the far left side. This car has a lot of downforce and you will just do a small throttle correction. And now going into the last two corners. For this one right here, I'm keeping it flat. The moment that I hit it, and it's important to cut a lot also and turn a bit later, because you see I'm looking at this yellow and green curve. I want to go completely over it with my tire, and where I'm in the middle I'm just dropping the throttle, applying a bit of brakes up until I connect with the next curve right here. And in fourth gear from this point onward I push the throttle. You can get away with a bit earlier on the gas, so I lost like 1-2 tenths around here because I was a bit conservative just to finish the lap. But in short, that's the track guide. I hope you have a great week ahead, and if you want to improve at a quicker pace, check out my courses. See you in the next one. Bye bye.